Guys, welcome back to Dive In Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias, and today I want to talk to you guys about a recurring problem I keep hearing from people. And this problem is overthinking, which basically comes in the form of anxiety. And why we do these anxious thoughts? Why are we overthinking? What are we getting from making something out of absolutely nothing? We're creating situations, we're creating this invisible framework that we need to abide by, which is overthinking. How is this situation going to pan out? How is this one going to pan out? We're so outcome based that we can't even experience the situation we're worrying about. Just think about that. We're so worried about the result that we're not even taking in the lesson or the experience itself, but we're so in our heads and we're eager to take control of the situation when all you need to do is technically let go, because you're thinking a lot, but you're not actually changing anything. And this is one of the biggest beliefs that you need to break if you're overthinking. It's the fact that you're weighing way too much on the fact that you think you can control situations, whereas you're actually giving away all your control. You're giving away all your control to a hypothetical situation of the worst case scenario, and you're playing up this big ordeal all so that you can fulfill this desire within yourself to feed your ego and say, I was right. It's not even about the situation. It's got nothing to do with the situation or even the outcome. All you're doing is reaffirming these disempowering beliefs that make you feel comfortable. And this is why my other video, Comfort is the Dream Killer, this is why it is the Dream Killer. Because when you're comfortable, you're familiar. When you're familiar, you're not growing, you're not expanding. Anything that grows, expands, learns, evolves is undergoing some form of anxious state or fearful state or pain, whatever it may be. It's an area of discomfort. If it was comfortable, you wouldn't grow, ever. Do you want the most comfortable, easiest job? Go back 5 years. Go back to school. Do the schoolwork. That is the easiest. Does it challenge you? No. Another thing you may have thought, if I lose all my school friends, my life's going to end. That probably happened in year 6. Did your life end? It kept going, right? So you made a situation. And then the next one is in high school. When I lose all my high school friends, I'm not going to have anyone. Do you have anyone in your life right now? That happened too. How do you go about controlling that? You cannot really control what's outside of you. You technically have very little control, if I must say. You can get in your car and go to the shops to do your shopping. That's fine. You can control that event somewhat, but you can't control if people are going to drive properly. You can't control the fact that your car is always going to operate. You can't control the fact that when you get to the shops, there's not going to be a line or it's going to be open. There's not going to be people who will bug you. You can't control these things. And the first thing you need to think about when you're overthinking is the fact that you are not your thoughts. So the first step is awareness. Knowing that these thoughts are coming through unconsciously. And your ability to observe these thoughts is where your power is. You have no power when you're defined by your thoughts. You have absolutely no power. Your brain is going to run amok. It's going to keep satisfying this disempowering belief that you're not good enough. And it comes down to self-respect as well. If you don't respect yourself and you're not making time for yourself in the form of, let's say, meditation, which increases your awareness and gives your brain a rest. So it gives your brain a bit of a rest. So if you're chasing feedback on social media, you're chasing feedback on impressing everyone in the world, you're constantly chasing. Think about it. When you chase, something is running. Then you're going to go back to that framework of lack. So the first step is awareness. Accept the fact that you are overthinking, that you are not your thoughts. That is the biggest hill you need to get over. Once you get over awareness, then it's about observing your thoughts. And the easiest way to observe your thoughts is to reduce the external noise around you, reduce all your distractions. And it's in the form of meditation, coupled up with gratitude or diary journaling. So journaling is writing down what you're actually thinking about throughout the day. What are your dominant thoughts? Are they serving you? And if your thoughts aren't serving you, when you're aware of them, the third step is to tackle those thoughts and say, okay, I'm getting this negative thought. Is it serving me? That's how you address that thought. Is this thought serving me? Is it getting me closer to my goal, further from my goal, or just keeping me where I am? All right, stationary is not bad. It's not ideal, but it's not going backwards. You're not living in a depressed state. So it's really important that these are the steps you follow. The first one is the fact that you do overthink, and that situations are not even a little bit affected by your thoughts. Situations can be affected by your actions, your speech, the way you, and sometimes thoughts are the seed of actions, but most people who overthink do far too little doing and way too much thinking. That's why you're trapped here. If you act out what you're thinking, the thought would dissipate with the action, and the receipt of that would be a result, and you'd get feedback from that. So these are the steps that I believe can help you. I'll give you techniques in the next video, more techniques in order to actually help you reduce your state of anxiety, reduce your state of anxious thinking, and actually reduce significantly any depressive behavior within yourself. But you must implement these things. You must get uncomfortable. But you're not getting uncomfortable for no reason. You're getting uncomfortable, anxious, fearful, whatever, in the direction of your goals. Guys, this is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it came at your will. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and share with somebody who you believe can benefit from these beautiful techniques. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next one.